Welcome back to the second half of our second semifinal of the Small College Rugby Championship event. We are here live from Cherry Hill, New Jersey, alongside Pete Hessler. My name is Matt Robinette, and we are underway with Sacred Heart leading Mount St. Mary's 15-10. What do you think of the first half, Pete?
Well, I liked it. It was good. Once they get their feet wet, if you will, or warmed up, the teamwork started to come together, and that's exactly what we want to see for entertaining rugby.
I just found out during halftime that Mount St. Mary's hasn't been behind at half this entire season.
Wow.
So how do they come out and deal with this little bit of adversity they have right now? Sacred Heart has a great backline attack. That's how they've been taking advantage of their skill.
Going backwards with possession here so far. Tell you what, I like number 9 for Sacred Heart's pass off the deck there, Nikki Campbell. That's a skill a lot of clubs at higher levels can't even do. The ball doesn't get picked up then thrown. It's thrown right from the ground. Very nice.
It's knocked on by Sacred Heart. Scrum down to Mount St. Mary's. We are just underway in the second half of the second semifinal. Winner of this match will face Roger Williams tomorrow. You can check NSCRO.org, that's NSCRO.org, for kickoff times. We will be bringing it live again on the internet. It's a stolen ball. Sacred Heart steals it, gets it out to the fly half. Nice ball movement. Good tackle on the outside.
Maybe good. Not so good.
Let her off the hook.
Initial actions were good. You know, it's funny, when I first saw NSCRO and I knew Steve Cohen organized it, guess what I thought it meant?
National
Steve Cohen Rugby Organization. Don't steal my punchline.
Sorry. It's our first time working together, Pete.
And not the last.
Mount St. Mary's line out in their territory, but outside their 20, just inside their 22.
Wow.
They have a knock on there by Mount St. Mary's. It'll be a scrum, Sacred Heart.
Not a pretty line out, eh?
I think both coaches are fairly happy with the first half. Sacred Heart has to be happy with their game plan and their skills and fitness coming through, and I think that Mount St. Mary's coach has to be happy with the hard running and good gaps.
Yep.
He's got some sidesteppers over there on Mount St. Mary's side.
That's huge. If you're not used to seeing a sidestep, I think that's why a lot of American teams don't fare well overseas. They got a different sidestep than we do.
Yeah.
How do you defend that thing?
It is a sidestep.
The Welsh used to call it a jink. I love that term. Nice jink.
That was good on Mount St. Mary's part by taking away the space, but now this second recycle, this what we call a phase, now gets it out to the outside.
Woo!
They are good hard runners here, both teams, squaring shoulders to the try line and just banging it up there, breaking the gain line.
That runner on the far side did the old drop and pop. Get tackled, let go of the ball, stand right back up.
Mount St. Mary's is doing a much better job in the early stages of the second half to spread the field out and cover the entire field. Sacred Heart doesn't have as many gaps.
Mount St. Mary's asking questions of the try line here. Let's see if they can be answered.
Nice little punch ball up there with the forwards. Let's see if they try it again. Was knocked on there by Sacred Heart. It'll be a scrum. Mount St. Mary's deep in their territory. Say about 7 meters from their try line. So in the first game, we saw Moorhead try to run out of these positions. It's typically a kicking scenario, and the wind is in the favor of Mount St. Mary's. So let's see if they try to run or kick. The goal of Sacred Heart is to take the space away from the quick kicker as quickly as possible.
The flankers have their heads up. I don't see it.
Cleared it.
There's the kick. She's kicked to the center of the field a couple times. It paid off once. Will it pay off again? Oh, good stick. Open field tackle. Nice offload.
That is really impressive that 2 times in a row they've done a cross-corner kick fielded by their own players.
Oh, here she goes around the outside again.
Decided to cut back in. I believe that was
That's number 11 again, right? Yes.
it was either Nikki Ciccarelli or Becky Malkowski.
Ends in the same letter anyway.
This is a possession that Mount St. Mary's really needs to take advantage of.
I know I'm not supposed to root for other side, but I want to see Mount St. Mary's score next. Sorry, the code of ethics has been broken there, but
they have gaps. Good hard running through the gap to their all-star player, Tasha Akoto.
yes, she will be noticed.
Does she have the corner? She's looking for it. She has the corner.
She's gonna go again.
Number 10, Nikki Ciccarelli, has the gas to get around. Can she center it? Try! Mount St. Mary's.
So my wish came true. Now what do I wish for? It's a tie game. I'll stay out of that one.
Another athletic play getting around the outside off of kind of a broken series there after a while. But as I said, Mount St. Mary's needed to get some points out of this possession, and they sure did.
Isn't it funny we sit here all day and say, hey, don't run sideways. Except that time, it's okay. You got around her. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah. How many times have we all been coaching or coached? No, don't do okay, do it.
Yeah. Don't ever try that again.
Okay, you scored, I get it, but you did it the complete wrong way. No, that was a great effort, great speed by Nikki Ciccarelli. Got around the corner, used her pace, athleticism, got that down in the corner, ties it up, 15 points all.
Again, I'm seeing two different styles of play. Opportunity against structure.
And if you have the athletes, opportunity play works just fine.
That whole movement sort of started with that funky kick down the middle again that worked. There comes a very difficult kick. Not going to make
Cassie Cipiella just misses the conversion. We are all tied up. Another exciting match, Pete. First one was exciting. Now we're starting the second half off, tied back up.
Hey, you know what's fun about this? I don't know how to put this in words. It's not an insult. Leah doesn't have much to do. There's a lot of ball movement. There's a lot of reproduction of the ball on the deck and stuff. Hey, just do some basic stuff. Referee Art in charge. Great. Got another substitute coming in.
Couple of
We have
subs
number
coming
20
on.
coming on. Fatima Judy, if I see that correctly. I wish it was typed and not handwritten. Might be able to read it.
And Alex Barris is on for Mount St. Mary's, taking on for number 2. Maria Payne comes off. Mount St. Mary's to restart. We're all locked up, 15 points each.
Again, we should have checked. What is the tiebreaker for this? Because it has to go to a final decision.
Well, it's got to go to overtime. The
Right.
field has to decide a winner, so I imagine it's 2 10-minute periods and then sudden victory in this politically correct world.
Indeed.
Mount St. Mary's in control with the ball, just barely in control.
There
They've
goes
done a
Tasha,
good
dragging
job
3
bottling
people.
Tasha.
Woo-hoo, look at her go. The leg drive. All by herself. Still going.
I think they've done a good job of bottling her up today.
But still, if that's a bottle up, I'll take 6, 7 hard yards forward anytime from a flanker.
Nice placement. It's in from the side, perhaps. Nope.
No, I think they'd already worked their way through there, so we play on.
I am not about to second guess this referee.
Look
Finds
at
a
this.
gap. Dodges
Wheels
a
again.
tackle.
Oh, just and a
Meg
knock
Reed on a
the
nice
tackle.
probing attacking run. Just lost the ball in contact. It'll be a scrum. Sacred Heart.
Boy, I thought for sure she was going to score through there, didn't you?
She did that little sidestep and just got the fingertips on her jersey where it was able to pull her in. But that's good probing, you know. She's not just a distributor. She's looking for gaps. She's an attack option. That's what you need from your scrum half.
Yep. And anytime you get beyond that gain line, the whole defense has to turn around and chase you and get around the other side of the ball.
I'm really impressed with these two teams. They've got some good players. They're evenly matched. First time they've been in a dogfight like this, I'm sure, all year. Lost their footing, so it'll be a scrum down. It'll stay with Sacred Heart.
As you say, the first time they've seen this competition all year long, they're both reacted well. Neither one fell apart.
And they're playing up to the competition.
Yep.
You know, and they have been all season, obviously by the scores they've been putting up on people, but it's so easy to fall apart when you meet a matched opponent.
Intimidation wasn't in the game plan, was it?
I'd really like to thank Philadelphia Women's Rugby Club and South Jersey Rugby Club. We couldn't do this without their support. The field setup, the food and beverage, it's all done through Philadelphia Women's Rugby and the generosity of South Jersey.
Boy, that was a tremendous shove by Mount St. Mary's scrum on that last. It must have gained 5 meters.
You don't want to get loose with that ball down here. You're throwing it around like that. I know you want to go and move, but it's just a little bit loose. This is where you want to keep possession of that ball. Possession is so critical in this game.
Yep, especially in a tight game. If you're up by 30 points, you want to have some fun.
Clean win by Sacred Heart. They're on the attack again with their back line. Looking for gaps. Ball comes shooting out. It's number 1 again. Nicole Mutino looking for the outside, just keeps the leg driving. Nicole offloads into contact. Everybody wants her to go down. Finally gets down, places the ball nicely. Counter ruck by Mount St. Mary's. Good turnover from Mount St. Mary's on that counter ruck. Mount St. Mary's now on the attack. Kick ahead.
The funky center kick again, right?
Well, with the way their number 9 and 10 attack, I think that kick, wherever you kick it, you're going to have opportunity.
And I think the only reason that's working is that the other team is not covering their positions right. That ball should land in somebody's hand, not on the ground.
Very good passing from Sacred Heart. Tries to cut it back in. Solid defense. Good tackling. Knocked on there. Referee has advantage. It'll come back. It'll be a scrum to Mount St. Mary's.
Knocked on both ways.
Pretty good series of play there. They got the turnover, got their backline depth again. Tried to do that cutback. That might have been a halftime adjustment. Watch the cutbacks, because now when Sacred Heart is cutting back, there's a body there to make the hit.
And that's another sign of a well-coached team, is they can make halftime adjustments, not just words, blah, 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 and do the same thing all over again. They change what they do.
See if they changed up their scrum at all. They've been too high, Sacred Heart has, and they've been competitive, but they just haven't been winning or dominating.
That last drive, though, I tell you what, somebody was blocking the view, but Mount St. Mary's made some good ground on the scrum.
It's Mount St. Mary ball. Good drive again. They got her going backwards. Oh, she kicked it in a little too far. Nope, she's got it back. See if she can offload to 9.
A little bit
One
late.
more pass.
A little bit late. There goes Tasha.
Does she have the corner? Cannot get around. Good defense there. Even giving up all that territory. It doesn't matter in rugby. You can give up the territory. You don't want to give up the try.
Don't give up the punts.
All right. Well, we got a scrum just inside the 22. Mount St. Mary ball. Have some room to work with on the right. Not a lot for that 8-man pick.
Might have a blood sub here. Sacred Heart player coming over for a little bit of attention.
2 subs coming on now for Mount St. Mary's. Number 29.
23. Yeah, 23.
23, Rachel Drewist on at wing. And number 18, Kayla Spataro. These seem like scheduled subs, because both of the players that they took out were having a good game.
What's the clock say now, my friend?
14 and a half minutes gone. tons of time left, but we are tied up, 15 all. We went into halftime with Sacred Heart leading 15-10. Mount St. Mary's put in a try about 10 minutes ago off of a great athletic play by their fly half, Nikki Cicciarelli. Now we're going to restart with a scrum to Mount St. Mary's. What do you do here, Pete? 8 pick, or you try to get it out to 9?
They've been driving all day. Why 8 pick?
There they go again. Ooh, little wheel, got to get it, got to get it.
Yeah. Now, that's not a good wheel when you're getting shoved backwards. It could show up as a penalty.
Fresh legs, give it right to her. Oh, get there. That support got there just in time. Good backline defense, good backline offense.
Oh,
nice
change
angled
of
running.
line. Change of line on that run almost made the difference there.
Mount St. Mary's gets counter-rucked. When you have quick ball, you better go quick.
We're so critical, aren't we? Not quite sure what's going on here. Here we go.
Ball popped out of the side. Offload.
Sacred Heart, the winger begging for the ball.
Got it to number 1, their best runner up to, or one of their best runners up to this point, Nicole Matino. Turned over. Scrum half, nice one-handed offload. Rachel Drewist just got in the game, saw her first action. There's Tasha again. Tasha's impressive. Keeps those, just the fact that she keeps her legs driving. As you said earlier, it takes 6 people to bring her down. Just that's only leg drive. I mean,
Yep.
Powerful leg drive, but leg drive nonetheless.
And can you imagine how a player like her will develop at the next level when you put around her 14 other players that are of her caliber? And that's no insult to her teammates here. She's a standout here. Get her a bunch of other players like that, phenomenal.
Well, I'm sure that the coach here, collegiate All-American coach, is taking a keen eye to some of these players.
Oh, yeah.
There's some good skill. Trouble.
Knocked it
Oh,
on.
unlucky.
Not a charge down, but a knock on.
Mount St. Mary's. It's on defense. Was knocked on. Off of a attempted clearance kick. Let's see what they do here. Lots of options. Well, not any options really for Sacred Heart, and they're getting driven back once again. Careful of a penalty here, and they do get it off, and they're going to choose to run out of this. Nice pass.
But I tell you what, that's the toughest thing to do is convert a scrum when you're going backwards.
Do they
She's
have
a
the
work-
pace
she's
on
a
the
work.
outside? Good corner flag tackle. Keep your feet. Support's there. Mount Sacred Heart's on the attack. Well done, Sacred Heart. Deep in your territory. You still have possession. They have a runner of their own.
Now let's see if we can open up some space on this side.
Defense has gotten much better in the second half for Mount St. Mary's. They've got the field covered. They've got bodies in front of bodies. But Sacred Heart is a good possession team.
Heart should be spreading their backs wider now. They've only got 3 of them out there.
Stretch it.
Do we have a runner? We got
Good
a better
attack.
tackler than a runner, don't we?
Nicely done by Rachel Drewist. See if a counterattack. Oh, does she get pinged? Nope. This is pretty good rugby right now. Not a lot of commitment to rucks, conceding rucks, and getting out and defending. Nice
Player
punching
down
ball.
for Mount St. Mary's, too.
It's like number 13, Ariel DeFore. Trainers looking to her. Sacred Heart maintains possession. Have a backline attack out to the right. Can they get it out?
Numbers.
Now we have a 2-on-1 situation.
1-on-1. This is what I like. Here we go.
And she gets through.
I like it.
See, does she have the
She's not
pace?
going to get caught. She's
22
not gonna get
meters,
caught.
10
I'm
meters,
liking it
5
all day long.
meters. Try. Sacred Heart.
Sweet stuff. The 1-on-1. Who wins it?
Take the lead 20 minutes into the second half. Sacred Heart leads by 5 at this point, pending the conversion. That was excellent phase and series and patience and patience and patience. They got their back line set up, found the gap, good fundamental ball handling skills, and they saw the outside. Did not see the number of that person.
It's getting tougher to see with that sun going down behind her. Boy, I can hear the coach yelling at him from over here. I think it had something to do with open field tackles, but I'm not sure. Not sure what we're waiting for here.
Well, you have 90 seconds to take it. I always encourage, especially when I'm referee, for the player to take all 90 seconds.
After a long run, you mean?
Yes. Maybe the kicker is the one getting her shoulder looked after.
Yeah, but the one thing you don't want to do is waste your 90 second and not be awarded a kick.
Especially when it's dead on in the middle. You're in a dogfight. Every point counts.
Just have somebody take a whack at it.
It's number 1, Nikki Mutino.
Look. They just told her you got no time. Kick that frickin' thing. And she made it! Now that's what I call a tactic.
You got to wait for 87 seconds from now on and have whoever's closest take the kick.
Hurry up, put it on the ground.
Helena Hernandez joins the game for Mount St. Mary's.
Innovation in rugby. You got to love it.
So, brings the score 22-15. That's a big 2 points.
It is. And I tell you what, that minute might come back to haunt them later, or it might actually help them. They killed some clock, but you only do that when you're winning.
Mount St. Mary's to restart. 22 minutes into the second half. Choose to go to the... What a weird bounce.
They'll take it, though. Sometimes weird is good. That's what I've been told, anyway. Now, there's a great counter by Sacred Heart.
Nice back line, depth again. Sacred Heart.
This has been Hart's forte all day, is the back line passing.
Knock on there. It'll be scrum to Mount St. Mary's.
Right. Probing the defensive back line all day. And then 1 or 2 cuts upfield makes a huge difference.
I will say, when Sacred Heart has the opportunity and the gain line is broken, when they have that opportunity to go quick, it seems like they're just a hair quicker than Mount St. Mary's when they have possession. And that hair, plus the depth of their back line, is giving them the space to work.
Yep. And throwing the ball off the ground by the scrum half can save a step or two, instead of picking it up, running with it, and throwing it.
No doubt about that. Now, this is where Mount St. Mary's has been dominant in the set pieces.
Now, I think they've been told to keep that in. And why not? You got players jumping offside. You got them wheeling the scrum around. She needs some help. She's been there for 2 seconds without anybody helping around.
They have the opportunity here. Good kick ahead. Let's see if they have some pace to get it.
Pressured no matter what happens.
Courtney Hill pressuring. Nice move back inside.
Boy, to make something out of that, I'll tell you what. Wonderful play.
That was good rugby by both of them. That was number 12.
Was that 12? Lauren Kostopoulos. It's all Greek to me.
That's good rugby by both teams, you know. Good decision to kick there, I think, and good presence of mind.
Do we have an intentional knock-on? Nope, just a straight old knock-on. Defender got a hand on it.
Good presence of mind from Sacred Heart to catch the ball, even under pressure, and not just catch it, but attack with it.
Another injury. A lot of people going down today, but I'll tell you what.
22-15. Sacred Heart leading Mount St. Mary's. I think it's the first time all year Mount St. Mary's have seen this kind of adversity. they're up for it. It's obvious they're up for it. They're still banging away. They're dominant in scrums, while Sacred Heart has been the advantage to them is in the back line and the ball movement. I'm not saying it's a huge advantage, but when they have the opportunity, they're really working off one another, whereas Mount St. Mary's is really attacking individually.
Yes, and what does it mean, like you said before, an undefeated season coming in? Do you get over cocky, you think we could beat anybody, or do you say, we better be careful?
Well, you know, even though this is exactly where Mount St. Mary's wants to be right now. They're down by 7 points. They have their scrum, I believe. Even if it wasn't their scrum, it'd be ideal.
Now,
Liz Shockley joins the game as a front row. You just want to. They had good chemistry up there. You just hope it doesn't go away.
Especially with a 5 meter scrum, and you
right.
can push them. They've pushed them 5 meters before. My guess is game plan here: push over, try.
Julie Sanders comes off the field. They are smart enough. I mean, we saw back here where they held it at the 8-man's foot and just drove. Let's see how this goes. I would definitely say we're driving this in. This is a packed try.
Do what they call the 8-man tap dance. The feet dancing, trying to keep the ball in the scrum.
And if you're the opposing team, you don't want to just pull it down or do anything like that. I would leave it up to my scrum half to do the quote-unquote cheating.
On defense, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
wheeled
they got
on
him
the mark.
wheeled. Nicely done.
That should be a penalty against the defense. Ooh, a reset. I'll be damned. Can't wheel a ball on the mark. Never critical of a referee, though. Not me.
Yeah, it's a turnover. Scrum went more than 90, which means 90 degrees, right?
But
Starts off square,
But guess
goes
what?
90 degrees, it's a turnover.
That can't happen on the mark, because that means one prop has to be going backwards for that to spin on the middle axis of the two hookers. How's that for a philosophy, huh?
Yeah.
I went to college, you see.
But the way Mount St. Mary's have been dominant in these set pieces, I don't think it matters much. We'll see how they adjust here, and they have the drive
look
on,
at that.
and it
Stole
came
a hook.
out.
Deal it. Oh, too late.
Nice
Or is
take.
it? Or is it?
Nikki Cicciarelli on the take there from the number 9, Meg Reed. Mount St. Mary's knocking on the door. Can they keep possession?
As
Looks
Bob
like they
Dylan
lost
said,
it.
knocking on heaven's door. That's
They
a
did
strange
lose
looking
it.
kick.
Wonder if that's a knock on.
I thought somebody flailed with their foot. That was very strange looking. Nope.
Yes, it was a knock on. It'll be a scrum. Mount St. Mary's 5 meters out.
A friend of mine here from the Cayman Islands, Brad Lang, just trying to get your opinions on what you see so far.
What have I seen so far?
What do you like? What don't you like in the game?
I don't like how the wings are on both sides are being sucked in after the ball instead of keep wide enough so your team can feed the ball out to you. You have all that room to go. No one's there to stop you.
There you go. And they got some good wingers out there, don't
Yeah,
they?
pretty fast, but
All right.
it's pretty entertaining overall.
Good.
Good tackles, ball staying alive. Good fun.
Thank you, Brad.
Cheers.
Another good South Jersey rugby man. They're everywhere.
So I think we have a Sacred Heart injury right now. Someone's getting looked after in the try zone. I'd like to take this time to thank some of our sponsors.
World Rugby Shop, we said it before. I've ordered stuff for myself and for the team, and within 3 days you got the stuff in hand. If they got it in stock, wonderful supplier. Very nice. USA Rugby is to be thanked also for their support of this event.
So we have a scrum now. It's going to be Mount St. Mary's ball. They're put in. Sacred Heart defending. Another opportunity for Mount St. Mary's while the time is ticking. I have 29 minutes gone, but I know she's going to add some time. They want it. After a couple of hooks, they're just going to keep it in there,
This
drive it
isn't going
in.
anywhere.
Nicely done. They got to get it soon. She had to pull it out because the scrum was turning, wheeling. Number 9 had it out, and there's the counter ruck. And they have a penalty. 22-15, Mount St. Mary's has time. You see no panic in them. See if they'll set up their penalty play. They do need a try.
They should take their time on this, get it right.
Present the ball, nicely done. Oh, another counter ruck.
Yeah, see, now red's getting in much lower than blue. That's why the pressure is going the other direction.
They're just excellent at counter rucking.
Oh, this could be an interesting kick. Who's going to get there first?
Remember now, Courtney Hill already has one
Nice
try under her belt. She's a good hard runner with lots of speed. Just gotta be careful passing with your arms like that, but it worked out. Watch the counter ruck here, no counter ruck. She has lots of time and space. Very dangerous runner, Nikki Ciccarelli finds the gap.
She's going to do it.
Is she going to get it?
Oh, caught short of the line.
Not
Penalty, holding on.
Wow.
Holding on after that brilliant play. It's a shame. Now that's where support comes in. You don't get called for holding on if your support is right over the top of you when you get tackled.
Great attack by Nikki. Woo. I want to say that was Nicole Mutino on the tackle, number 1.
Yeah.
It's good hustle. Ball does not make touch. Kicked forward. Good heads-up play by the wing out there for Mount St. Mary's.
And look at Mary's in on the. Now here comes the passing game again. Let's see what they can do. No need to offload here. Just go to the deck. Go to the deck. Thank you. They need to get themselves some room here first before they start passing it down the back line.
See if they try to kick. Nope, they're going to run. They've gotten the wing a couple of times. Not this time. Oh,
there's a great offload. Little stutter step, get some more yards.
Lots of blue jerseys. Sacred Heart able to secure the ball. Good defensive line. Good up defense. But right now, Pete, all it is tick, tick, tick. Time just keeps on ticking away.
Indeed. In favor of SHU. I did notice that our main player, Tasha, was limping. There's a good kick over the top.
Very good kick.
How much space and what can she do with it? Oh, knock or no knock. Oh!
Shrugs her
off.
That
was a critical tackle. Missed. And
Another
again.
missed tackle. Not the third time, though. Looks like Tasha's down, holding her ankle or her leg.
Yeah, she was limping before.
Now they've got the space.
This has worked before.
Can Rachel Drewist get there?
Doesn't
good pressure, 3 blue jerseys.
She must be in goal. She's short.
She's
short of the end goal. She dotted it down in the wrong spot. Now it's a 5-meter scrum. Not this line, that line.
It's a tough play on anyone. They have a 5-meter line out there that's dotted across the front there, and not oftentimes, but sometimes, and not at every level, you'll see someone think that is a try, but she thought it was inside. She thought she dotted it down. But if you're an offensive player, you got to grab it and go.
This is true. Yeah, wouldn't that be funny if you were standing there and saw her do that? Here, give me the ball for a second. I'm just going to walk over here. Try giving. Oh, no.
A lot of times that ends up in a penalty for holding on to the ball.
Sure.
Or yelling at the referee saying I scored.
No, you didn't.
Scrumming out. And it's
dominance again.
Good effort by Sacred Heart to get that ball.
Are we going to go end to end again, Matt, do you think? What do you think?
I don't know. They're doing pretty smart rugby, kicking the ball out of danger after a few phases. We'll see what they do here. Good clean possession again from Sacred Heart.
Don't throw it crazy. Got numbers, but they got to square it up. Got to square it up. Now, there we go.
End to end. Did you call it, Pete?
That's what we were talking about.
Are we going end to end? 15 has a good angle on her.
Nice hit.
Touch was called. 22-15. Sacred Heart's on top.
Wouldn't that
Referee
just-
has official time. I have 34 minutes gone.
Wouldn't that just typify the game if that went end to end to tie it up, right?
Mount St. Mary's ball. Maria Santos. Oh, and it's stolen. Nice offloaded just outside her outreached arm, but
Both teams need to settle a little bit here to put their defining stamp on this game.
Sacred Heart is much quicker on support to their ball carriers.
Yes, which is why they're going to get a lot of time to handle it down the back line, because they'll win it more cleanly.
Good up defense from Mount St. Mary's. Possession still held. Good backline depth. Let's see if they can use it again.
There it is. They've been coached well on this. You can see that. Get it to those who can run on the outside. Here we go.
She scored before. She's got the corner.
Tackle.
Gets out of one tackle, not the second.
And where's the help?
Secured the ball, and now they do it again. Backline is set up. They're going to run a couple punches here. Probably another punch coming up. Nope, to the backs. Looking for the gap in the middle from the
Can't see the
fly
numbers
half.
anymore, unfortunately, but we'll just call it the red team doing well. Boy, if they score on this, it'll be one hard-earned try.
Yes. Must be a dozen phases up this point. And you don't find that often in small college rugby, being able to string this many phases together.
Nope, but that's discipline and coaching, you know, and good athletes. Do we have a turnover here? Yes, we do.
They've got
What can
numbers
they do
on the
with it?
outsap. Get it to their
There
best
he goes,
player.
Tasha. Does she
Finds
get
the
the leg?
gap.
Does
Does she
she-
have the
oh,
pace?
just
Oh,
a shook
just
grab.
stopped her.
Woo-hoo.
Able to
But-
offload. Does she have the corner?
Straight on.
Gets around the outside. Does she have the pace?
Here we go. Number 9.
Meg Reed unable to get around the corner, but great
But
effort
still
on
time for an
offload.
offload.
Rachel
23 there
Drust
to 21.
Woo! Into touch.
Boy,
What an
I'm loving the
exciting-
end of this game. I'll
What
tell
an
you what.
exciting series of play. It's a 7-point game. Mount St. Mary's in blue, down by 7. Getting around time to start pressing. Maybe 5 minutes remain. That was a great opportunity for both teams.
Yep.
As we said, Sacred Heart had 12, 14 phases going down the field. One turnover, bang, bang, bang. Get it to your best players. Good things can happen for your team.
Yep, 40 meters the other way, all that work down the drain. But here's the test. Who stands up strong?
Clean win by Sacred Heart.
Great, great line out ball. Quick conversion.
12 for Sacred Heart has been a workhorse for them today.
Yes. Lauren Kostopoulos.
Turnover and tackle. Opportunity here.
Boy, no shortage of entertainment here. That's going to be a holding on call, maybe. Maybe not.
No call. Blue is a little bit bunched up now. They could use to spread it out a bit. It's turned over.
Wow. Give it to her
At
at
the
the
outside.
position. Accelerated well.
Excellent tackling.
This has turned into a fun game, hasn't it?
Yeah. Courtney Hill with the great tackle on the outside, and now we go back to the pattern.
Pattern a quick ball and down the back line.
You see the backs. Nice and disciplined, staying in their depth.
Spilled it forward.
Now they have the opportunity.
Yep. Knock on, no advantage.
The
Okay,
sub
another sub
coming on.
in for Blue. 22 in.
Steph Rapazzo. 17 for Sacred Heart.
17 is Monisa Gomez.
Tasha Okoto comes out of the game. Maybe that ankle is just a little bit too raw to play on right now.
Oh, that's a shame. She had a stormer. She really did.
She left the field leaving it all out there. She should be
Oh,
happy
yeah.
with the way she played today, regardless of the outcome.
And she played injured for a while and was still a force.
Getting
Apologies to
around-
Monisa. It's Marissa. If I could only read somebody's handwriting, it'd be fine.
I should have given you this.
Oh, yours is typed. Thank you
It
very
is.
much.
Oh, Oh, and that was almost the biggest scrum of the day that Sacred Heart almost stole.
Wow.
Just not a lot of time left, Pete. Sacred Heart leading by 7.
And a critical 7 if it was 5.
Woohoo! Yeah,
What
that
a
pressure kick.
for the
that
conversion kick, right? Yeah, the one that they almost screwed up.
one. Fly half. Sacred Heart talking to their back line, getting them straight. So scrum is 1, and they did not quite get the ball out, and it's stolen. Sacred Heart just needs to keep possession here, and they could win this one.
Indeed. What do you have left for clock, do you know?
My clock says over 40.
No kidding. Now will they be
Nicely
smart about
done.
it? Protect the ball.
Here's number 12 again.
Drop and pop. Now they got to be smart here. No crazy passes. They should be forward crashing for the
They
next
have
2
numbers
minutes.
on this
Kill the
side if
clock.
they can.
Kill the clock. Protect the ball. I'm coaching from the microphone. Is it working? Oh, that could
Gotta
be
run.
crucial.
You gotta run.
That could
You
be
gotta run.
crucial. No need to panic. No need to panic.
No, don't kick it out.
Is there time for the line out? Oh, that was. Oh, excuse me. I'm not going to say a word.
Just kick it out. If you kick it out, it's over.
Is it, though? That's the question. Boy, we're right down to the exciting moments here, aren't we?
They turned it over. Mount St. Mary's now has the opportunity.
Last chance.
Missed
And a
pass.
missed pass. Ooh.
Cuts it back in, looking for gaps.
Play smart
Offload.
now, play
Standing
smart.
still. They've got numbers on the outside.
Boy, this would be interesting if they could do something with this. Still got numbers left. I see 2 defenders out there. Now the Sacred Heart is
With the
recovered.
Kodo out, I think you want to get the balls in 9 or 10 and
spilled
that's
again.
a turnover. Fix and pass. Fix and pass.
I wouldn't even pass. I'd
Nope.
kill the clock.
Yeah.
Kill the clock. Win or lose. Oh, here we
Nicely
go.
done.
Here we
Does she have the
go.
corner?
That's
Number
the second
5,
row.
second row, taking it down the sideline.
Rachel Mazza
Could
gonna
be the
seal this
finisher.
thing. Woo!
Try. Sacred
Again.
Heart.
Oh my gosh.
That
Who would have
will
thought?
do it.
Who would have thought?
Sacred Heart is going to
Wow.
take this one, 27-15.
That is a great big wow. A breakaway run by a second row. I'm telling you.
Set up by number 4, the other second row.
That's called teamwork, right?
Yeah.
They hug a lot and they pass a lot.
That was a great game by both teams. It was competitive to the end. I'm thinking that's about it for this one.
I'm going to assume in a 2-score game, it's got to be over.
It was competitive throughout. I don't think the score is really indicative. It is back and forth the entire game. Very competitive games today,
Yep.
both games.
And again, the big difference, you know, scrum dominance by blue, backline dominance by red. And I don't mean to take anything away from the red forwards because in the open field, they were pretty good too. So boy, final kick, final whistle. What do you think? Watch the body language. Here it comes. Ready? That's it.
Game is over. We have our national championship match set. First, tomorrow at 11 a.m., the third place match. We'll see Minnesota State Moorhead facing off against Mount St. Mary's. And at 1 p.m., the national championship for the National Small College Rugby Organization will be Roger Williams facing off against Sacred Heart. All in all, pretty good rugby today, Pete.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. I'm going to go home and get warm and get ready for some better rugby tomorrow. So it's going to be a good time.
Well, we want to thank everybody for joining us. We want to thank World Rugby Shop, USA Rugby, NSCRO, these great referees, the great assistant referees.
South Jersey Rugby.
South Jersey Rugby, Philadelphia Women's Rugby. It's been a great day, albeit a little chilly. Great rugby, both games very competitive. Thank you for joining us today, and have a safe evening. Thank you very much. For Pete Hessler, I'm Matt Robinette. Have a good evening.